The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. Powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's been a hard day on the tools. Lads haven't even had a chance to talk about
Guinea pigs.
At school, we've been learning a lot of pointless dribble. Finally, I get to learn about...
Yeah, guinea pigs.
Well, everyone's agreed that it's pens down at 3 o'clock. And Hamish and Andy have declared the only topic to be discussed is...
The guineast of pigs.
It's Hamish and Andy's happy hour.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hamish and Andy with you for another happy hour where we do one topic for the entire hour, Ham. People can correspond with us at hamishandandy.com/topics. Today, the topic is guinea pigs. A question for you at the top, mate.
Founded in 1921 in New Guinea, I believe, and now the national animal.
Where a pig mated with a small rat.
I don't know if that's true.
Hey, what is cuter? A guinea pig with long hair, or a guinea pig with no hair?
Traditionally, things with no hair are disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
However, a guinea pig has a high percentage of body fat, which might bring it back into the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might go for a no-haired guinea pig.
You're correct. It looks like a miniature hippopotamus if you have a look there.
Oh, and the long-haired one looks like the devil.
Or a moccasin.
Well, it has red eyes.
Yeah, okay.
And that doesn't help it.
Good, off to a good start, Ham.
Ando, which one of us, here's a test, which one of us has been referred to by the other one secretly during the day as a guinea pig?
Well,
You have, sir.
what, by you?
Yeah, because up next, I want you to be my medical guinea pig.
Okay, we're not off to a good start like I thought.
Today, the one topic we're talking about all hour is guinea pigs. Now, a lot of people writing in hamishandandy.com/topics. The show is built by you. It is the people's show. And a lot of people writing in wanting me to conduct a medical trial.
That's not true. I didn't see a
on
single one.
you. Some people did reference medical guinea pigs, though.
They did. Yeah.
And I sort of read between the lines a little bit and thought, I know what people want here. They want me to feed Andy some pills, see what happens. That's the only way we'll know what these pills do.
Okay. I mean, this comes hot off the heels of you blowing pepper up my nose. That
Another
really,
successful trial.
really put me out for a fair afternoon evening.
Well, unfortunately, you never sneezed, and that was the point of that. So what we really owe everyone is
A proper
successful experiment.
Yeah, okay.
And so to right that wrong, what I've done is go to the chemist, and here's the scenario. I've bought 2 jars of pills. Dang, damn it. I lost the jars, and I've mixed up what the pills are. So now I don't know what they are. And that's what happens in labs all the time.
Sure.
So that's why they get guinea pigs in, to feed them the pills and see what happens. And then they'd be like, oh, that's right. I think that must be
Okay.
that must have been the jar that came from.
They can't just go down to the pharmacist where they bought them and go, which pill's this one?
They closed.
No, they... Okay.
This is how science works, Anna.
Okay, sure.
So this is what's called a double blind test. I don't know what you're getting. You don't know what you're getting.
You do know what I'm
We're
getting.
both essentially blind. I don't. I know there's 2 types of pills here.
What types? What are the pills?
We'll find out later based on your reaction. Now, they're herbal pills. They're Blackmores. So it's not like, it's not like I'm giving you a worming tablet here or heart medicine.
Are they fit for human consumption?
Of course they are.
Okay.
It's Blackmores. I don't think they could sell them in the little jars.
Yeah, right.
But
This is the kind of part where you reveal, actually, Blackmores have horse drugs as well.
I looked, but unfortunately this was from the People's Chemist.
Okay.
So they're herbal, and I want you to take whichever one you pick. We've got a small round one or a long one. So I want you to take 2.
Blue one or the red one, essentially. It's very
Sort
much
of green, dark green or brown. It's not that much like Matrix because
Pretty
there's
similar.
2 of them. And because I want you to take a double dose.
Okay.
Just so we really accelerate the effects. And then I can remember what jar they came from, and you'll have solved my experiment.
You're pushing
I'm not pushing anything.
the smaller blue ones closer to me, it seems.
I honestly now can't remember which jar they came from. I know that they do very different things.
Hand me the blueies.
I think they're green.
Okay,
I'm
whatever colour
confusing
they are. Okay.
everyone.
Well, no.
Yeah, they're dark green. They're a perfect olive green.
Okay, they look blue from here. Add them over.
Please be the ones I hope they are.
Yeah, they are green.
having it with a Red Bull. Interesting.
Well, just something to wash it down.
No, just
Are they chillable?
no, definitely not. No, you got them.
They're in. They're
Taking
down.
them.
Yeah.
Great. Well, what I thought we might do
Why
is
is there laughter put out there?
That's just from Trav because he knows what both the bills were. Why don't we just wait for half an hour and then I'll re-find the jars and find out what pills you took. How's my guinea pig feeling? Instant feeling?
Great.
How are you feeling? Describe your body.
Nervous. But body's nervous.
That's one of the side effects.
Getting closer to anger towards a friend.
Might get this guy some. Well, they do sell calming pills as well.
Okay, fine.
We'll get you some woman's de-stress.
How long? How long do I have to find out?
About half a.
Sure.
Unless something happens. So it might happen to your body.
It's kind of a happy hour.
Right now, you've got 2 mystery pills in your stomach dissolving and doing their darndest. Just herbal pills.
I am a human guinea pig at the moment.
You're going to help
Thanks
me
to
out with
you.
my experiment where I remember which jar they came from.
Well, let's go
based
back
on
to
your feelings.
Let's go back to the regular animal guinea pigs because an amazing bit of correspondence from Happy Lassie Kirsty. She has an amazing tale, Ham, and I know you're not easily amazed,
That's true.
but I feel that this is going to blow your mind.
Well, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, Kirsty joins us now. Thank you for joining us, Kirsty.
Hi, how you going?
G'day, Kirsty. Thanks for being part of the show. What has happened? My mind is braced for explosion.
Feel free to draw it out, Kirsty. Feel free to draw it out.
Okay, well, let me tell you. I grew up in the UK, right? So obviously a bit chilly over there. So I was staying at my friend's house one school holidays, I think it was. Not too cold, like it wasn't snowing, just maybe a bit of frost on the ground, that kind of thing.
Yep, 2 degrees.
She had this guinea pig, like this mad white guinea pig called Subs, as in, his crazy white fur.
Yep.
Anyway, out running around in the back garden, those little houses that have like a little ladder that goes up to the little thing where they sleep. Anyway, we looked out the window one day and this little guy was like just up on the ladder halfway there, and we thought, just having a little roam around. Then probably about an hour later, he was still there and it's like the exact same position. So
Having a real think about whether it wants to go up or down.
Yes.
Yeah, totally. Anyway, so we kind of thought we'd maybe go and check him out, and we thought he was dead, right? It was like totally frozen solid.
Frozen solid.
Frozen halfway up the ladder.
Frozen
Yeah.
solid guinea pig.
Yeah. So we were a bit scared because the parents were away and we didn't really know what to do. So we kind of put him on top, brought him in the house. And like in England, you have radiators.
Yeah, kind of oil heaters.
You've got to break for 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just put him on top of there, just like hoping for a miracle. And he did actually come back to life.
Suds.
He defrosted.
Did he have a kind of was he sort of in a cocoon of frost? Was he sort of still alive in there? It was just a bit of a miracle.
That's just a miracle.
Was it actual ice entombing him, or was he just sort of internally frozen solid?
Well,
No, like the fur was a bit sort of like spiky and
Crunchy.
hard.
yeah.
Yeah,
He was a
crunchy.
frozen solid, Ham.
He's a
It's
frozen
very
guinea
much
pig.
like Encino Man.
This is exactly
It's a-
what this can happen.
It's a guinea pig Encino Man.
Did he have incredible abs and pecs?
Have you seen the film Encino Man?
No, I have not.
Well,
Yeah,
that's why
right,
I've
that's
confused you
confusing.
slightly.
Yeah, sure.
But, just take him to your local convenience store. Don't wheeze the juice with him.
More Encino Man references.
You don't have to have seen the film for that to make sense. I think everyone knows what wheezing the juice is. Well, that is really incredible, Kirsty. I've heard of we've got a friend called Brad whose dad brought a kangaroo back to life. A baby Joey put it in the oven.
Yeah.
Blanksy's dad.
Yeah, it was frozen. It was really
Frozen
cute.
was just in its. Unfortunately, its mum been hit by a car, but he rescued the Joey and chucked it in the oven on about 45.
Yeah.
Is
there
it
you go.
usually about the temperature of resurrection?
Again, don't use any defrost functions or any microwaves or anything. We know that
If
radiators.
you are defrosting a small animal,
Yeah.
make sure it's in indirect normal heat.
Absolutely. Kirsty, thanks for joining us.
No worries. Thanks, boys.
mate.
Bye.
And so many stories coming in about guinea pigs, today's topic. Just before we even get into Fast Biz, a tale of woe, because we've got a special Fast Biz to today.
And a special
today.
guest, yeah, we're going to get to.
Happy Lassie Samara writes in, they had a guinea pig called Ruffles, ran away, they thought it was dead. Came back 2 years later.
Wow.
Right? But she'd gone feral, had a wild glint in her eyes, And then Samara just signs off by saying she was never the same again. She'd just seen too much. So that's why you keep them caged, because just a little word of warning.
Some stuff on the street.
They get out there, they fall in with the wrong crowd. It's like rehabilitating someone out of 25 years of prison. Yeah. They'll try their best, but the stuff they've seen is crazy.
Hey, we need to get an expert on to talk about guinea pigs.
Fascinating
And there's
aspects.
no greater expert that we love having on the show when it comes to animals than Dr. Chris Brown. Thanks for joining us, Doc.
It is my pleasure, boys. Look, guinea pigs, they're a very special creature, and I will talk about them till the day I die. There's a lot of love.
What year at vet school do you cover off guinea pigs, or is it an optional bit?
To be totally honest, you do learn about them, but it's for about 3 to 4 days, like jammed at the end of, say, 4th year.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that because they were like, oh, we forgot about it, or is it because
or
now
have you just done mice or something and they go, look, they're just like fat, a bit fatter, mice with a jacket on?
Well, look, we spend about sort of 2 years on the dog, a year on the cat, a year on the cow, the horse.
Interesting. Dog twice as hard as a cat.
Well, I think they just see the guinea pig as being sort of it's an awful thing, but a lot of people see them as being replaceable.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, that's they're like their place in modern day lexicon is for something that is so worthless you can test on it, and no one's going to miss it too much.
Well, the way this is going to work, Dr. Chris, is we've got a few different questions, a few different things that have come up from our listeners. We're going to go through the top 3 emails.
Ask you to recall those 4 days at the end of 4th year vet school.
I'm trying.
We'll jump into them straight away.
Number 3.
This comes in from Happy Chappy Paul, Dr. Chris. He says, don't trust pet shops when buying guinea pigs. They say they're giving you 2 of the same sex. You get home a few weeks later, you've got 10. Now, I guess the question is, how difficult is it to tell the sex of a guinea pig when you're at the pet store? How do you do it?
It's very, very difficult. In fact, I know some vets that have come unstuck with this one. It's in the early stages when they're very young. Yeah. They look very similar, but you make the mistake. Yep. You know about it very quickly because they can breed
like wildfire
at a rate.
And from about sort of 3 months of age, they can go for it.
Interesting.
So take a diagram.
I thought 4 days was swift on the guinea pig, but an hour actually seems long just for doing their man and lady bits. About 20 minutes in, you'd be looking at your watch going, yeah, right, we get it. Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Number 2.
This one comes in from Happy Chappy Joe, and he says, you can feed a guinea pig chewing gum and they still be chewing it the next day. Why is that? I'm not sure if you should be feeding it.
At the end of day 2, did they maybe give it a bit of extra and then, guys, when you come in the morning...
That's potentially the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Chewing gum. Who tries this?
Yeah, exactly.
And when can I try it?
So you would say, obviously, don't feed your pets chewing gum, but is there any reason why a guinea pig wouldn't either swallow or spit that out, or not to your knowledge?
No, look, it probably is based on a degree of fact, because their teeth continually grow, so they're obsessive chewers, and they will love to chew things. And a big part of their diet has to be very rough food, like hay, really. So they can.
Or that new chewing gum with the crystals in it.
Yeah, active strips on extra.
Makes sense. Okay, here we go.
Number 1.
Sorry, we're gunning through these because this is probably the number one thing that piqued our interest. Came in from a few different people. People referring to the phenomenon that if you squeeze a guinea pig, it will poo. Is that a known function of their makeup?
And we're not saying we recommend it, nor is Chris.
I don't think they want to do it, but I feel like, are they so chock-a-block that if you just give them a little squeeze...
Let me tell you, at the end of the 4 days of guinea pig facts, as we were rushing out of the lecture theatre, the lecturer pulled us aside and said, listen, if anyone ever tells you that you squeeze them and they poo... It's wrong.
It's wrong.
Oh, I was convinced he was going to say, come over here, guys, have a squeeze. We're off the clock.
They may poo just out of fear over what someone is doing, trying to sort of squeeze them like a tube of toothpaste. But no, it's that would be the only reason they do it. It's not a known phenomenon.
Not like they have their bowels on the outside of their body.
No.
Get it like an icing bag.
It's all we've got time for. Dr. Chris Brown,
thank you
for joining us. Thank you for debunking that myth. We'll catch up with you shortly, mate.
Thanks, guys.
See you, mate. Here's another scenario. Friend gives friend medicine. Friend doesn't know what medicine is. Friend has had medicine in them now for half an hour. You're my human guinea pig.
Yes, the topic is guinea pigs.
One topic a day here at the happy hour. Can I just see, how are you feeling? What's been happening? Has anything untoward happened to your body in this half hour?
I pooed my pants a bit, but besides that...
Did you really poo your pants?
No. I've been absolutely fine.
Well, I mean, you have to tell me the truth because I'm your doctor here. This is science.
Okay, I am 100% feeling the same as I felt back half an hour ago.
Okay, well, I'm looking in my jar now. Mm-hmm. There were two things that I offered you. But before I reveal to you, I have an exciting sound effect to make this suspenseful. It's quite loud.
It's really loud.
Pretty loud.
Yeah.
What was the pill you took again?
I took the blue one, or the green one. Small green
round green one. Andy.
Yes.
You did not take the Valerian Fort, which was to put you to sleep.
Okay, great.
But I was wondering, because you did sip it down with a Red Bull, that might have just cancelled it out.
I didn't take that one.
You did take the Peritone.
What's that?
It's a herbal laxative, and it supports bowel movements, and it will give you constipation relief.
I don't have constipation.
Yes, I know you don't, because you took the Peritone. Well done, Andy. You made the right choice.
Interestingly
Fate
enough,
guided you.
You did ask whether I'd poo my pants.
I was interested to know. I was like, wow, that's incredible. What a great ad for the vitamins.
It's
How do you feel though downstairs?
I feel fine, thank you.
You're only meant to take one tablet though, you silly Billy.
Okay, you gave me two. And before we press on, I should point out that Amy, well done.
Yep. People, just a little bit of behind the scenes here. Andy, you saluted Amy there.
Yeah, sorry. I know the topic today is guinea pigs. We have on record that they don't use any guinea pigs in their testing of any of their...
Not at all.
No.
There was a Christmas party where they put a little headset on one.
Yeah.
And they made it pretend to be the Amy girl. But that's just cute.
That was really cute. And that
guinea pig was fine. They released it into the wild.
Absolutely. They've also got...
Or it no doubt was in huge trouble because they can't survive there.
But more important for Amy, we thank them for being a partner and keeping the podcast free.
They're a digital partner. They power the website, the podcast.
They also have a safe driver's course for anyone under the age of 25 who has a parent or grandparent with Amy Insurance. It's free.
And any human.
The PDS is at amy.com.au to check that out. Thanks, Amy. And today the topic is guinea pigs. Obviously, a childhood pet. Very popular. I think more popular in the 80s and 90s than they are perhaps now.
Well, I mean, I think they teach kids, responsibility without it being a very high investment pet like a dog. You don't have to walk a guinea pig, just a sort of you can check in and out with them.
Yeah.
And I think it's that sort of low-level commitment that sees them become such a popular pet.
Yeah. The problem is that the guinea pigs that people own do check in and out themselves.
Yeah,
they die.
Possibly because of the low commitment we were talking about. Sometimes children forget to properly commit to them.
Yes.
And they do pass on to Pets Paradise.
And
not the shop.
The
actual afterlife.
Yes.
Yeah.
And people have emailed in many, many tales of woe, Ham, of the demise of their guinea pigs.
In fact, almost the overwhelming majority of the correspondence we received in regards to this topic was for The Departed.
Yeah.
And it saddens me as a leader of in the sort of the guinea pig religious world.
Well, not many people know this, so you do want to fill everyone in?
Oh, yeah. It's just that I am the Guinea Pope.
He is the Guinea
Guinea
Pope.
Pope. And as the Guinea Pope, it can be a little sad to see so many guinea pigs not given the proper service.
Yes, of course.
And securing their position in guinea pig heaven.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought we might do... Ando, have you got some of the...
Well, I've got a list of people that came forth. Perhaps if we set
Then
the
bring
scene.
them forward, and the Guinea Pope shall preside over a mass funeral for our dearly beloved. We're gathered here today in a sad way, but also a happy way because they're much twitching of noses and sniffling of things may happen soon in the golden hay of guinea pig heaven.
Victoria, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Bless you, Victoria.
Victoria.
You're out of my jurisdiction because you are a human.
What's the name, or what was the name of your guinea pig?
Our guinea pig was Cyclops number 1.
Cyclops number 1.
Cyclops number 1, you are hereby condemned forevermore to heaven.
Okay.
But I'm just trying to think of the positive version of that word. Promoted. And it is good, and it is great, and you shall have abundant nibbles. Some of those little biscuits I think guinea pigs eat shall flow forevermore from the robes of thy guinea god.
Hope that puts things to rest there, Victoria.
Thank you. I'm sure his twin Cyclops number 2 will appreciate that.
We'll see you soon, Cyclops number 2.
Okay, well, don't say that to Victoria.
Face facts.
Okay. Next in line, Ham, is Marty. Are you there, Marty?
Yeah, hi guys.
What's the name of your guinea pig, Marty?
Spike.
The guinea pope will now read his sermon.
Blessed is thou, Spike, for thou art now in eternal guinea pig heaven, where nay shall thine ever be squeezed to make a poop come out, because according to some correspondence we got, it is possible to squeeze a guinea pig and make it poop. Thou shalt never happen to Spike, and he shall runneth on the wheel as big as the London Eye for evermore.
If he wants to, I mean.
He will be forced to.
He won't be forced.
Pull your weight in guinea pig heaven. That's how we generate power.
Marty, I trust that settles the matter.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen, Marty. Yeah. Go in peace. Go in peace.
I think that's all we've got time for.
No more cases of...
Well, there was one here from Donald. We couldn't get onto him, Ham, but he ate a guinea pig.
Read me the case!
Guinea Pope, his family had a guinea pig run as big as a large pool with 150 guinea pigs in it.
That sounds a lot like guinea pig heaven.
A dog got in there and only 5 survived.
Oh, whoopsie daisy. Well, 145 shall now be admitted to guinea pig heaven.
At once.
And we shall do our best to keep the dog out, although dog heaven is right next door. So, tragically, it could happen again. Fingers crossed. Amen.
Happy hour, Hamish and Andy with you. And Ham, gap year returns tonight. Our travels through Asia continue.
Yeah.
People, we apologise for last week.
Sorry about that.
Launch of Big Brother really gave us a big kick-off.
Twists take time to reveal and unravel to people, and due to the twist factor on Big Brother, then unfortunately our show got bumped just for a week. We had a rest.
We had a rest week.
And God, we're energized for tonight, though.
Yeah, mid-season rest.
I think often when a show only runs for 6 episodes, and there are only 3 episodes left of Gap Year, you will find, once you learn a bit about TV, 6 eps, you normally take a week off in the middle. Because you can't work forever.
For 6 weeks.
You can't work forever.
Yeah, of course.
You'll die.
So, I'm back at the Raintree Bar tonight, which we're excited about. 7 p.m. it is, guys, on Channel 9, a new time slot.
That is 1 hour earlier.
Not only do we have a backwards race where you and I take each other on, we had these specially made-up helmets with a camera at the back linked to a screen on the inside of the helmets so we could only see what was behind us. A 6-kilometre race through Bangkok.
It took ages, and it made my brain go very weird.
But we did travel to Japan,
we
should point out. To visit a shouting martial arts master.
Not since we met the monkey that served us a beer had we had such a unique experience in Japan.
Yeah.
He was a guy that said he could knock people over. We'd seen video of him knocking people over, ringing a bell, all these incredible feats just by yelling. He just yelled very loud, and he
can focus the sound energy enough to knock a man over.
He's sonic booming people over, and that got our attention enough to go and pay him a visit.
We sat down with the master inside his dojo in the hills of Japan. It looked like any other martial arts dojo, but the skill that the master possessed didn't involve hand-to-hand combat. He was a master of shouting.
Shouting practice was once prohibited because it's too dangerous, and it's being practiced secretly inside a mountain.
Right, so the voice is a weapon.
声がじゃあ武器のようにっていうことなんですかね。
ただね、could it kill a man or a woman?
それは人を殺せたりとかそういうことだったりするんでしょうか。
So that was a yes. It sounded amazing. He also said he could make your insides move, but Andy was pretty sceptical that the master could affect him just by shouting.
So, if I was to stand out there, how many metres away could the master make my insides move?
最大その中でやれば大丈夫ですね。まあこの人だったら端っこから端っこまで大丈夫ですね。
Within 10 meters, you can feel the vibe, the power of the voice pretty good.
Is it bad for me?
下血って言うんだけど、お尻からこう。
Yeah, it's going to be really bad for you because it's going to vibrate your intestines. And, you're gonna
naughty guts.
Yeah, you're gonna have a bloodshed from it.
You're gonna blood.
だからそのよく人のところガクンとこう抜けるんだけど、この腸が動いて。
You're gonna poop blood is the nicest way we can think of to translate what the master was saying there.
So while the master prepared, I ducked into the change rooms and put some paper towel in my undies, just in the rare instance that this was possible.
You've put toilet paper in there?
Yeah, I put toilet paper in there.
When did you do that?
On the way up.
Did you have time? I feel like you might have had that in there all day.
I had time.
I know we're in Asia and food poisoning's an issue. No. You can't be walking around with half a wad of Kleenex. Down your dax.
I just put it on.
You look guilty. You sound guilty. How long have you had that in there for?
I just put it in.
With Andy's pants lined for bloodshed, but still thin enough to allow him to go about his day confidently, we made our way back to the master.
This is a perfect time for a nappy sand challenge. Oh, I'm so glad you've turned up. We just had a martial arts master in here make my friend blood into his pants.
It was time for Ando to face the music. The master was ready to shout, and I was there to aid him if he needed help.
I knelt down facing Hamish and the master and prepared myself for the worst.
Is it starting? Is it
Have you peed your pants?
No, Mon, can you ask Master how quickly it's meant to happen?
Actually gave you what's the good power, the healing power. So,
good. But I didn't.
Thank you.
I didn't.
It must take a trained ear to hear the difference in the shouts, but it seems like the master had given me the healing shout rather than the evil one.
Thank you, Master.
But I gave you the bad one.
All right.
Ah, got it! Yes! Yes!
Was that the bad one?
Yes. Yes.
Classic trap. Lulled him in. That was the bad one. That was our plan. Trick you. Psych you out. Gotcha. Cherry rapture. That's what you're going to see next time you're on the toilet.
I'd been tricked by the master. He had lured me into a false sense of security and then slammed me with the evil shout.
It had worked, and Andy pooped blood for the next 4 days straight.
No, I didn't.
Well, if you watch the TV show tonight, you'll find out how much blood Ando passed next time he went to the toilet.
No, you won't.
You never know what you're going to find out on Gap Year.
So we've got time for, it is on tonight, Hamish and Andy's Gap Year. What am I talking about? Our Gap Year.
I love those guys. More shows from them. Only 3 eps to go. Also on tonight
7 p.m. we should point out.
7 p.m. special time. 7 p.m. That used to be 8 p.m. The landmine hunting as well on the show tonight.
Yeah, sounds like we go out kind of hunting for them. But yeah, it's kind of try and demine an area.
We want to get rid of them.
Yeah,
I suppose that's hunting.
Yes.
You're going out to just get rid of something.
In Cambodia, 7 p.m. on Channel 9. Thank you for being with us for the Happy Hour this afternoon. The podcast is at hamishandandy.com. And we'll catch you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
That was the Hamish and Andy Show podcast, powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.